So today we're going to be doing some pull art, like, you know how you've seen, if you've seen, I've seen tons of doing it with acrylic paint and doing the pulling with the thread or beads or chains or whatever. I was asked to do a collab on Instagram and they said, oh well, you know, if you want to do a video you can, and I'm going to link all those ladies down below in their Instagram pages so you can go check out everybody else's. I'll probably put them at the end here too, because at this point this is posting, it's already posted on Instagram anyway, but I wanted to show you in detail how I did it and see, you know, maybe you wanted to try it. I did come up with a couple of different ways to do a gradient too while I was doing these. So I did this one on the small, I think it comes 2 in a pack, a big one and a small one from Maniology. Really like the silicone pad. I mean, I get asked that a lot, what kind of silicone mats I like. I don't care. Whatever you want to buy, they're pretty much all the same. I mean, just go by whatever design you want, price wise, that kind of thing. I just liked Maniology's because they came in a big one and a smaller one, so I just bought those. So I'm gonna throw that one aside, and then I also have a Moyu London. This one I think I bought in a group buy. I am not sure how I got this actually, so, but there's another option, has, you know, clear or black. Again, they're just all silicone mats, so whatever. I'm just going to show you how I did this. All right, so I don't know how the other girls did theirs. I mean, I just made decals, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, I don't know how you would do it unless you did a decal. I mean, even with gel, I think it would be really hard. You'd have to do it on tips and then glue them on, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to check out the other girls, the ones that made videos, and see how they did it. All right, here's what I did. So I started out with this chain. I mean, my nails are small. If I was making a big piece, maybe this would work okay, but you need to like get it. It was too hard for me to get it like placed in a small, I don't know. I just didn't want to mess with that. I just didn't like that. So I had no thread. I could not find thread in my house. All right, so I have this that is actually just embroidery thread. So you're going to start with some white polish. Well, I mean, you don't have to use white. You can use like another color if you want to start out in your base, but I'm using white. Whatever colors you want to use, I'm using neons. I think some of the other girls probably were using neons too. So I'm just gonna grab like 3 of the neon shades, and these are all Brave Diva nail polish. I'll link showing you all these, doing the swatches with these here and like up here. All right. So I'm gonna start with putting just blobs here on my mat, and I am actually going to just let them connect. I think I'm going to throw some Hoshi in here, just a little bit of glitter. I don't know how that's going to work, if it's going to show up, or I just thought I'd add a little in there and see. And I'm going to put a glob here, pretty thick, because I want it to be able to flow, and however you want to paint it. Take my thread and put it in here and kind of spin it so it's getting saturated. And then I'm going to like kind of twist it and lay it. I mean, you can just pull it through like this or however you want to do it. I just play with it, and I'm gonna lay it in that polish. Now you can pull it straight through. I'm going to kind of pull it down. And out. And you know, just play around with the design, whatever you want to do. But then I realized I don't want to waste all that polish, and I've got it still on my thread. So I put that back in there, and I just kind of did this. And I really liked it. I thought that was cool. And then obviously you're going to get rid of that thread. So not only do I have this to put on my nail, I also have this. And I just think that that's a really cool gradient look. So again, I'm going to pick that up off of here. And then I'm going to put it in the polish and just kind of pull it through. Do it a different way this time. And again, I'm not going to waste that up there, and I'm going to Alright, I'm going to let these dry, and then after they're completely dry, I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild nail protector. This is my favorite for making decals because it stays really pliable. Don't ask me down below. Don't do it and then complain. Never use quick dry to make decals because they get super crispy and they won't peel off very well, and they don't form to your nail very well. Once this dries, I'm going to put the Wet n Wild nail protector over it and let that dry and peel it up to make decals. All right, here's this back. Now, once again, you're asking, I know, how long do you let it dry? I don't know. Once again, I don't know your life. I don't know how thick you applied it. Was your decal really dry when you started it? Like, did you just leave it overnight and get back with it the next day, which is what I did with these, and then I topped them, and I'm gonna say it's been about 20 minutes, and I can peel that right up. Mix this one without the white. So I didn't mix it like with a thread first through the white. I didn't drag it first. I just did a decal. So, I mean, that's what that one looks like. And like I said, these had dried overnight, and then I applied the Wet n Wild clear protector right before I started the video, and I moved it to the side, and then I was messing with those other ones while this dried. And these are now, I'm able to peel them up and use them. And they will stretch. They're very pliable, so when you apply them, you can like stretch it out a little bit to fit your nail and make it smooth, and decide, you know, oh, do I like that? Here's what they look like on the back. So not really anything exciting on the back. So I mean, depending on how thick your coat, your first coat was, and then how much polish you pulled through it, is going to determine how long you need it to dry. But I mean, if you go to start to pull it up and it starts tearing or it seems like it's going to stick or stretch out, just let it dry a little longer. If you're like me, you're super impatient. But they're really cool. It looks pretty cool. Well, Guyleen, how the heck do you even apply a decal? Let me show you. So I've got some sticky base coat. This one is from Purple Willow Apothecary. I also have Maniology's sticky base coat. I also have sticky base coat from Glisten and Glow that is like not right in front of me at this second. And then like I said, I have just Wet n Wild. This comes from the dollar store. It's $1. Any kind of just straight up base coat you have is going to be kind of sticky. So I'm going to apply this to my nail, or you can use regular polish as long as it's tacky. It's still tacky. I'm just using this clear. I'm just going to show you an example. So I am going to put a thin coat. I laid that pretty heavy. Let's thin it out, Guyleen. A thin coat. I'm chomping on gum. You can't hear that, right? So I think I'm going to take this one. I really like that. And it is, as you see, it's very pliable. It's very nice. Place it on there and let the chips fall where they may. Now you can adjust that if you decide that's not how you want it on your nail, but I think that'll be fine. And it's super pliable still. So as you can see, I can put it on there and kind of stretch it out and push it down. Ah, that's so pretty. And then I'm going to take a pair of cuticle clippers or scissors, nippers, what the heck ever. And I am just going to trim around it. Now, you can also take your, if you have a cuticle pisher, and kind of score it. Again, I'm chomping gum. Why am I chewing gum while I'm recording? It's gross, Guyleen. And trim around it. And then I'm going to take a little brush. This is actually the brush that is on the end of this tiny stamper from Maniology. Make sure I've got a paper towel and I'm dabbing that off so you don't have too much acetone and you're not like spreading it all over the place like I just did. And flooding your cuticle with a bunch of white polish. And just clean up the edges with acetone. But putting acetone all the way around, even if it's pretty clean, helps it seal it down around the edges so it sticks to your nail. Look how pretty that is. So cool. All right, if you guys remember, the month of May, everything I make from any sort of discount codes that I have that are affiliate codes, like Maniology and Born Pretty are both affiliate codes. The other discount codes I have, I don't make money on. They just are to save you money from like Madam Glam and what else do I have discount codes? I don't know. They're all down below. Beauty Big Bang. Those are discount codes that I don't make money on. Maniology and Born Pretty, I make a commission on, and anything I make from those commissions and AdSense from YouTube for the month of April, I will be donating to a local food pantry to buy food. So please remember to use my codes for Maniology. Guyleen325 saves you 10%, and then I get a commission from that. And then also Born Pretty is Guy20, I think. It's down below and a link too. So use those codes and please watch the commercial. Just suck it up and watch the commercials, okay? So I can make some money on YouTube from AdSense, and I will let you know. That is almost up, and I want to be able to donate at least $200, you guys, to the food bank, our local food bank. And if you watch a commercial, if you can't buy anything right now, I totally understand, but you could sit your butt there and watch a commercial so I can get a little AdSense money to donate in the month of April, okay? I don't know how great my cleanup is here, but I'm definitely probably going to clean up better before I take pictures. But there they are. This hand is just the leftover polish that I gradiented. Oh boy, you know, did with the string. I made it, blended it all together, the blendy. They look so greasy. That one I didn't have any white in, that I just did a gradient with the string with 3 colors. So if you're having issues with doing sponge or any other way, I stumbled upon that. That ended up being pretty cool, I think. I did top coat with Glistening Glow, quick dry top coat. Alright, you guys, enjoy a little birthday party. Casey sent me a little video of Lucas attempting to blow out his 2nd birthday candle and kind of diving into his cake. And of course, there'll be other little video. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Sit.
You know how to blow out the candle? Do you blow it out? No, don't touch it. Go. Blow it out. Can you blow it out? Blow out the candle. Hey, blow out your candle. Yeah, like that. Go. Look. Like that.
Faster.
Can you blow out your candle, buddy? You gonna do it? You better do it for your candle drips. No, don't touch. Doggy, hush. Doggy, hush. Boogie boogie boo. Boogie boogie boo. Boogie boogie boo. Boogie boogie boo.
Alright, so I can't believe I forgot to say that Nora from NAQ 57 asked me and the rest of these ladies to do this collab together, and she put together the whole thing, and it was very sweet of her, and we miss her. She's been working and we don't get to see a lot of her anymore, so thanks, Nora. And here are everyone else's. They all did beautiful.